I was like,
Yes,
okay.
yes. That was the master plan. They want this land because this is prime land.
Everything you need is right here.
It's right here.
95, 535, the
Airport,
But this
port,
is,
and Tri-Rail.
but this is the neighborhood that you built.
Yes.
So I get that everything is here, but this is a neighborhood, this is a thriving, we are right here, right this very moment, and what our kids are right there, yards away from us,
Yes.
playing and having fun and,
Yeah.
and full of joy.
So we have to be careful when it's election time who we elect and what their agenda is and whether their agenda line up with our agenda. Because we want our neighborhoods to be safe, we want more first responders, and we want to make sure that we're protected as a community. He knows he's been fighting for us when some of us wouldn't fight for ourselves. Am I correct, Emmanuel?
absolutely.
So,
Still fighting.
so tell me about the land.
So,
We're back on? Okay.
it was Chester Bird's dream that we have the county, the city, Washington, D.C., somebody donate land to us. And we did a partnership with all of these entities and got an opportunity to network it from the commissioner's point, 50, that we go out and talk to these people to try to get the property so that we can build homes. And I didn't want it to be something that we would have like the old Habitat homes used to be, matchboxes, everything looked the same. We didn't want that. I have to really say this because Macaulay was one of the commissioners that was on that commission, and he did not bulk against us getting the property. He even had an opportunity to have his people, he owned a bulldozer and contract, he helped us clear the land after they got it. He helped us clear it out because it was old tires and washing machines and everybody dumped everything out there. So once we got the money from Washington and from the county to get that land, then we proceeded into building those homes. We also got networking with the King Center in Atlanta, where Coretta Scott King was the president of that organization, and they gave us a grant, Danie Economic and Development Corporation. I actually went to Atlanta to pick up the grant and network with them for a whole week and brought the money back for us to finish building those homes. We have not had a turnover. It's been about 30 years now. Maybe about, out of the 82 homes, maybe about 10, because people passed away. Okay, some of them were older, dementia and stuff. The kids came and got them, but for the most part, they keep up their homes. It's beautiful. It's very quiet. It's secluded. We've actually had an opportunity to put solar lighting over there to make sure that we have the 50-50 sidewalks that the city pays 50%, we pay 50%, everything, and then to make sure that we have a homeowners association, which is the Northwest Bird Point Civic Association. So we keep in touch to make sure that everything that we need. I don't think Dania Point will be where it is if it was not for our organization standing our grounds to make sure that they did what they said they were going to do. And that's what we have now.
This is beautiful. So part of what we've created here, so I want to thank you so much for being so giving and so generous of your story to this. Our goal really is to amplify the beauty and the value that's in our neighborhoods. And part of what you've given to us in telling your story is you've now expanded our imagination for what's possible. What we want to give back to you is this. So there is a spiritual principle that was said in the Bible, but it's spoken in other places as well. And it says, wherever two or more are gathered, there goes I in the midst, right? And so we've created this synergy and this spirit here. And we ask you to give us what you want. Tell us your wish, your vision, and let us, who are watching you now, who will be watching you in the future, let us plant it in our hearts, so that we can carry it for you. So what do you want? What do you want to see?
My vision is this, and it's very simple. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I think that we're too selfish about, it's all about me and how I can have financial gain or financial status or be in the limelight. It's about you giving back to your fellow man. And that to me is more important than anything. I can remember very vividly when I won the election as mayor of the city of Dania Beach. One of the residents of the city of Dania Beach worked for the Pentagon for a lot of years. He and his wife were very supportive of everything that I did in the city. So they bought land in the southeast section, and they bought not one lot, but they bought two. He said the first lot is for Laura and I, and the second one is for you and James. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I said, what I want to sell that lot to somebody, make the money, put it back in the coffer. Whenever I need something for my community, then you can help me. I said, but I would never ever move out of my neighborhood to try to advance our goals without building up my own community. That was, to me, is the most important thing. That's what the legacy that I would want to leave for somebody else to pick up the baton and carry it and say, this is what I'm going to do. That's why I encourage my children every year when we give them scholarship money. I don't ask them to give it back or to repay it or anything. The only thing I ask them, when you get to where you want to be in life, remember to pay it back forward, to give back like we gave to you. And surprisingly enough, a lot of my children have done that. I can name a few. Charles Murphy, who is an awesome young man. He works with numerous projects that does the cell phones and all the other stuff for the children at the schools and so forth. Michael Bryant, who works on Wall Street, who comes in here every year and does a promotional thing. That's how Tamara James got elected as mayor of the city of Dania Beach, because she graduated from the University of Miami. She played international ball in Israel. She has her own foundation. But what she did was she came back and she gave back to Dania and Liberia. That's all I ask everybody to do, is to give back. You don't have to give it's surprising, the small things that you give back. Buying sneakers for kids that are going to school that don't have sneakers. We've done that. I've gone from here all the way to Orlando to the mall that's off of Interstate 4 and bought Nikes, sneakers, by the loads, and bought them back, pass them out at C.W. Thomas Park. Whatever size fits you, baby, you take them and you go. Those are yours. Buy uniforms for the kids. The parents can't afford to give them uniforms. Book bags with all the supplies in it. We do it every year. I don't have to do it, but I do it because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And that's all I ask anybody to do, especially my younger generation. Just do the right thing. I have a young lady that's coming in here on July the 10th. Her name is Celia George. She's coming from Atlanta. She's going to be doing a comedian improv at the City of Dania Beach Commissioner meeting. She was one of my Girl Scouts. she's coming in and she's giving back to the city of Dania Beach, and I'm going to be there to support her 110%. That's all we ask. That our generation after us remember the sacrifices that we made, that you just take in consideration that somebody gave to you. Now it's your turn to give back. It's an easy fix. And you can sleep a lot better at night. You certainly can, because you know you've done your job.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
That's it. We're done. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you, young lady, for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna do a little spin. Whee! There's a whee! Whee! Yeah. Oh, hold on. Here I gotta, because I gotta. Awesome.